Your connection to your community, because local news is important to you. We are News 13, serving the Poconos and the Valley.
A Monroe County property owner is fined $50,000. That's our top story tonight on the BRC 13 News Hour. I'm Marie Johns. East Stroudsburg Borough has been cracking down on its ordinances. Now, what officials call a chronic code violator is facing the legal consequences. News 13's Nicole Walters joins us from the municipal building on Analomink Street with more. Nicole.
Marie, don't call East Stroudsburg's bluff. When they issue a warning, they mean compliance, or it'll cost you.
Unfortunately, instead of compliance, they've turned this into defiance.
East Stroudsburg Borough Manager Kelly Lewis is talking about the owners of 419 King Street. Today, trash is still piled up on the property.
We're going to go there every day and do citations until we get compliance.
Last month, the owner was fined $40,000 by a Monroe County District Justice for repeated and willful violations of borough codes. It's the second fine. The first was a $10,000 penalty, which is currently under appeal to the Monroe County Court of Common Pleas. We're told the battle with the former medical office's site has been going on since February.
They started marketing exam rooms as apartments and had never come to the borough for any approvals. And there's lots of problems with what they were trying to do. And they aren't real apartments in the borough of East Stroudsburg or any municipality. You can't rent out exam rooms.
Neighbors are well aware of the situation and want to see a lot more of that type of enforcement from the borough.
The borough really needs to step it up and stop letting our neighborhood depreciate, which is what's happening.
Anything I ever had to do, I had to get a permit for. I just didn't do it, and the borough had to approve it.
The manager tells us 419 King Street is only the first one they've gone after. There's a couple dozen or so properties in violation that they'll be making their rounds to in East Stroudsburg. Nicole Walters, News 13. Marie, back to you.
All right, thank you, Nicole. A Monroe County town is looking to fix a roadway that's in rough shape. Mount Pocono is working on Fork Street in the downtown. Officials want to update lighting, sidewalks, and driveways in the first phase of the project. They just approved phase 2, which consists of a total reconstruction of the roadway.
Having that main corridor really have improvements on Fork Street and up on top of Pine Hill, really going to change the borough. We have so many people traveling this main corridor, it's going to only entice people a little more.
Officials are hoping both phases of the project will be done by next summer. A Monroe County nonprofit is facing the consequences of 4th of July fireworks. The animals at Pocono Wildlife Rehab Center in Hamilton Township are very sensitive to the loud bangs. Officials say this isn't the first time they've had to deal with their injured animals becoming stressed and panicked by the patriotic displays. A loon in their care died last year after fireworks went off nearby. Staff say they will be working longer hours this week to treat the animals affected by the celebrations. Well, we couldn't have asked for better weather for the holiday weekend. How are we looking out there right now? Meteorologist Lori LaMonica is in with our first look at the local forecast. Hi, Lori.
Hey there, Marie. We're looking pretty good out there right now, but we do have a lot of unsettled weather in place right now. The remnants of tropical storm Chantal that made landfall over the weekend is starting to move into the area. It's bringing a lot of humidity, which I'm sure you have noticed, rather sticky out there. We're also seeing some scattered shower and thunderstorm activity, very spotty in nature. Now, we do have a cold front that's also going to be coming out of the northwest. This could give us some showers and thunderstorms into tonight. Some of these could be on the severe side if you're in Pike and Wayne counties. Otherwise, we're looking at some garden variety thunderstorm activity. I'll have all the details and your full forecast coming up.
All right, thanks, Lori. One person is displaced after flames damage a home in Wayne County. Crews were called to a structure fire on Russell's Lane in Waymart yesterday morning. Firefighters say the blaze started in the bedroom. Nobody was home at the time of the fire. A New York man is facing charges after throwing rocks at a Monroe County business. State police say a 28-year-old man from Jamaica, New York, threw rocks through the windows of Phantom Fireworks in Delaware Water Gap. Reports say the suspect damaged the double pane glass window worth more than $1,000. Pocono Township Police is asking for help identifying suspects who allegedly stole from a Monroe County retailer. Police say 3 individuals are suspected of retail theft at the Tommy Hilfiger in the Pocono Premium Outlets in Tannersville. Anyone with information on the incident or these suspects' whereabouts is asked to contact Pocono Township Police. An East Stroudsburg woman is one of 2 people found unconscious in a parked vehicle at an Acme parking lot in New Jersey. Officers were able to wake up the pair and found suspected narcotics in the car. Police say Brandy Tebow of East Stroudsburg took narcotics prior to arriving at the Acme. She's facing charges including driving under the influence. A dog was also found in the car and was turned over to animal control. Coming up next on the BRC 13 News Hour, we give you some great ideas for local trips as we start our Summer Fun series. Plus, it's tick season. We'll tell you how to avoid a bite.
Advanced planning with Campton Funeral Home gives you the time to consider all options.
Allowing you to make decisions that reflect your lifestyle and budget and provide comfort and peace of mind to you and your family. Pre-planning with Campton Funeral Home.
For over 30 years, Palmerton Garage Doors has been serving the Lehigh Valley and Pocono regions, offering all your installation, repair, and maintenance needs. And as a service to the community, we're posting videos, tips, and helpful content to our Facebook page.
Like what to do when an uh-oh happens. Tutorials and updates on the newest technology available at facebook.com/Palmerton Garage Door.
We love garages. We'd love to do yours at Palmerton Garage Doors.
I got hurt at work. Those are 5 words we hear way more often than we should.
It's tragic, especially when your employer ignores your injury and the insurance company rejects your claim. They try to avoid the law and hope that you go away.
What if you can't ever work again? That's when you need us on your side.
We bring a strategy and experience to your case, and we work with you locally to get your life back.
Trust the personal touch of Strubinger Law in case you need us.
Advanced planning with Campton Funeral Home gives you the time to consider all options, allowing you to make decisions that reflect your lifestyle and budget and provide comfort and peace of mind to you and your family. Pre-planning with Campton Funeral Home.
Wow! 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 Wow!
The flag store in Scioto, PA really delivers the factor. Decorative flags, yard spinners, hot air balloons, kinetics, statuaries, and of course, American-made U.S. and military flags. The flag store is proud to honor those who served. Stop in and take some home with you.
Wow! And we'll see you at the flag store.
Looking for something fun to do this summer? We begin our Summer Fun series tonight. News 13's Preston Erler says there are many great hiking trails in our area. 2 of them at the Pocono Environmental Education Center are his favorites.
When I was assigned to do a story on a fun summer activity, I knew immediately I wanted to talk about hiking. For me and for my wife Jennifer, a walk in the woods provides a brief respite from the pressures of the world. One of the things I love about hiking is that it gets you outside and away from technology. It gives me the opportunity to completely decompress. And that's something that I think in that technology-laden world that we do live in is critical to our mental health. My wife Jennifer and I hike together all the time. One of our favorite places that's close by are the trails at Peak. The Ridgeline Trail we're hiking today is about 3.6 miles in length. Preparing for a small rope descent, Jennifer is a brave soul indeed.
I like the challenge. We don't get to challenge ourselves in real life. Kids are doing it all the time, but as grown-ups, we don't get to do it. So this is a little bit of a challenge. It's definitely not doable without the rope. So let's see how it goes. That was a little scary, but it was good.
The Ridgeline Trail also links into a trail leading you to Hornbeck's Creek and the beautiful Indian Ladders. Peak's director of groups, George Johnson, says the Ridgeline Trail is a great getaway.
It's a nice little covered walk through the forest. There's that rope section, so a short but intense section as well, which makes it a very unique trail on our property.
One upcoming event at Peak sounds like a lot of fun.
We offer a lot of public programs, such as our night hike program, so that's a very unique one where we're taking people out without flashlights, mind you, in the middle of the dark. That's coming up in July 13th. It's a Sunday.
Another great Peak hike is the Tumbling Waters Trail. It starts out as an easy flat walk, then descends to a picturesque waterfall. But in hiking, when you walk down, you usually have to hike back up, though there are great views from the top. For more information on Peak, check out their website at peak.org. Reporting from the Delaware Water Gap National Recreation Area in Pike County,
Woohoo!
Preston Erler, News 13.
Summer means outdoor time for many people, but when venturing out into the woods, it's best to leave the flip-flops and shorts at home. Pennsylvania has already seen over 6,000 cases of Lyme disease this year. It's treatable, but it's best to see a doctor sooner rather than later if you think you've been bitten by a tick.
Symptoms can begin within 3 days to a month, so a pretty wide range, 3 days to a month after a bite. And those symptoms can include a rash that may look like a bullseye, but not necessarily, fever and chills, fatigue, headache, muscle and joint aches, and swollen lymph nodes. If you're experiencing any of these symptoms, I encourage you to contact your healthcare provider.
Left untreated, Lyme disease can affect joints, the heart, and nervous system. To avoid tick bites, cover exposed skin, use insect repellent, treat shoes, clothing, and gear with permethrin. Check yourself, children, and pets after leaving the woods and before you get into your vehicle. Showering can help wash away any unnoticed ticks, and putting clothes in the dryer on high heat will kill ticks hiding in clothing. For more information and to find warnings on high infestation areas, visit the State Department of Health website. A blood drive in Honesdale is a chance for anyone looking to make a difference. The American Red Cross is holding a blood drive at the Wayne County Park Street complex from 1 to 6 p.m. tomorrow. Donors will receive a pair of Red Cross and Good R sunglasses. Appointments can be scheduled at redcrossblood.org. Well, it's pretty steamy out there. Laurie takes a look at the weather.
It sure is, Marie. Tropical moisture from the remnants of Chantal is surging into the region, making it extremely sticky out there. I'll have the details coming up.
Plus, a local winery teams up with a shelter to find homes for homeless pets. And baseball action is coming up a little later in sports.
For over 50 years, Northeast PA's trusted name for power sports is Blockers. The best from Kawasaki and Yamaha, from sport bikes to cruisers. Or go off-road with dirt bikes for youth and adults, sport and utility ATVs and UTVs for utility and fun, work, and play. Plus, Blockers factory-trained technicians service most major brands, so the fun never stops. ATV, UTV, on-road or off. Excitement is just a click away at blockers.com.
Weather is brought to you by
Family owned and operated Getz Personal Care Home, along with their caring, compassionate staff, has been providing a warm and loving home for over 50 years. Visit our website or call to schedule a personalized tour and have dinner with us.
Well, we really did luck out in the weather department for our 4th of July holiday.
We couldn't have asked for better weather.
It was great.
It was great. Sunshine, warmth, a little bit of humidity, not like today.
Yeah, no. Very nice day.
Very nice. New air mass is in play now, though, and it's what you would say unsettled. A very unsettled air mass is working its way into our area, starting with the humidity. A lot of humidity building in from the tropical storm, the former tropical storm Chantal made landfall over the weekend. Now it's filtering into the area. So not only is it bringing us some oppressive humidity out there, it's like a wall of heat. You have some scattered shower activity building into the area as well. Now most of the activity from Chantal is going to stay to our south, so it's very spotty shower and thunderstorm activity associated with that system. However, we do have a cold front, that very slow moving cold front that's going to be pushing in from the northwest. And as that does, that could also fire up some showers and thunderstorms. Some of those making it into the area tonight could be a little bit on the severe side, especially for our friends in Pike and Wayne counties. We are looking at some heavy rainfall, which could lead to some isolated flash flooding and some gusty, strong winds. Regional conditions right now, 81 in Pittsburgh, 90 in State College, 86 in Binghamton, 94 in Wilkes-Barre, 87 in Allentown, and we have some rain in Philadelphia at 89 degrees. Your local temperatures right now, 87 in Bethany, 86 in Waymart, 87 in Honesdale and Beach Lake. We're seeing some rain right now in Greentown at 82 degrees. Clouds in Hemlock Farms, 87 degrees. Clouds also in Dingman's Ferry, 85, 83 in Mount Pocono, 85 in Bushkill. And we have 87 in Creskyville, 85 in Sailorsburg, 88 degrees in Stroudsburg. Videographer Alex Herrero shows us the weather from Hidden Lake in Middle Smithfield Township, Monroe County. You can see those clouds back there in the background, pretty thick. Still cloudy there right now, 88 degrees. Winds out of the south at 2 miles per hour. Humidity 70%. It's this dew point that gets me, 77 degrees. When you have dew points that are in the 70s, it's really indicating we have a lot of humidity out there. The barometer 29.95 and just a little bit of rain in the bucket from the last 12 hours. As we take a look at our futurecast weather, you could just see that bulk of the rain coming in, system coming in from the west. That is associated with that cold front that's going to start to make its way into the area. It is fizzling out a little bit as it does track east. We still could see some shower and thunderstorm activity from it. And we're also looking at muggy overnight lows in the lower 70s. That humidity is going to make for some rough sleeping weather, especially if you don't have the air conditioning to help you out. Tomorrow, the cold front continuing to make its way through the area. So we're looking at some more widespread but scattered shower and thunderstorm activity. It doesn't look like it's going to be a washout tomorrow, but we are going to have widespread shower and thunderstorm activity. Could see some heavy downpours and some isolated hail with this system as well for tomorrow with this weather coming in. Then late week, the unsettled conditions continue. The humidity hangs on. It's going to be a muggy week. Temperatures aren't going to be that high, but the humidity is certainly going to keep us feeling a little in the soup. Tonight, 78 down to 70 degrees, a thunderstorm in spots. Then tomorrow, 77 to 80 degrees, humid with a thunderstorm around. Your extended forecast for everybody else on Tuesday, 83 degrees, showers and thunderstorms around. We do have Wednesday, 84 degrees, continued showers and thunderstorms around. Wednesday does look like to be our driest day of this little stretch. Thursday, 79 degrees, continued humidity and showers and thunderstorms. Friday could be a dry day with mostly cloudy skies. Then Saturday, a little bit of sunshine, 80 degrees. Rain on Sunday, but that's pretty far out.
Pretty far out. Could change.
Definitely.
Thanks, Lori.
Sure.
Well, visitors to a local winery got the chance to find a new furry friend this weekend. Mountain View Winery in Stroudsburg hosted an animal adoption camp Saturday. Camp Papillion Shelter brought some of their pets ready for adoption. Shelter operators say events like this are vital to get the word out about all the work they do.
Fundraisers are probably, if not the main moneymaker for us to keep dogs off the streets, to help dogs, to bring them through our shelter and get them good homes. So without events like this and without a good community backing us, we probably wouldn't exist.
The shelter is full to capacity right now. They have a wide variety of dogs ready to be adopted. To find out about adopting a pet or to make donations to the shelter, you can go to their website at camppapillion.org. Well, Mick is here with sports, and our local minor league teams finished up a series over the weekend.
They certainly did. Rail Riders and Iron Pigs closed out a 5-game set yesterday. We'll tell you who won that rubber game before the day off today. And the East Coast Collegiate Baseball League sees the Pocono Timber Rattlers doing real well. We'll take a look back at their last game when we come back.
News 13 has tickets for one lucky viewer.
Have you ever wished you could have the authentic Journey experience with the masterful voice of Steve Perry and the chemistry of the original band? Now's your chance to get really close. Separate Ways, the band, the ultimate tribute, defies description with 5 amazing musicians recreating the music of Journey. Don't miss Separate Ways, the band, at Penn's Peak, Saturday, July 12th.
Plus, we have a pair of tickets to the show for the 13th caller at 610-826-9213. Good luck.
Wow! 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 Wow!
The flag store in Scioto, PA really delivers the factor. Decorative flags, yard spinners, hot air balloons, kinetics, statuaries, and of course, American-made U.S. and military flags. The flag store is proud to honor those who served. Stop in and take some home with you.
Wow! And we'll see you at the flag store.
A cemetery memorial is an important reflection of the memories you share with your loved ones. Walters Monument is privileged to help you express that love with personalized service and our quality custom monuments. We offer on-site monument cleaning and repair and specialize in custom granite projects and brick engraving. Plan ahead with our pre-need monuments. Walters Monument, serving Carbon, Schuylkill, Luzerne, and other surrounding counties for over 30 years.
Let's start with some summertime collegiate baseball tonight. The Pocono Timber Rattlers and Southside in the East Coast Collegiate Baseball League have been postponed due to a threat of rain. But the Rattlers have been playing well. They're at 500 and tied for 4th place in the North Division. Their last game against Electric City, well, they almost pulled off a major come-from-behind win. They were down 5-0 in the 3rd. Bases loaded for Carson Bowman. He'll take this one deep to left, and it will not be caught. Ethan Kaufman, Rocco Delgides, and Jerry Lambert all score. It was a 5-3 ball game. Up next, Chase Kilrecki, and he's going to lace a single to center. That scores Bowman, and the Rattlers were down by just 1 run. Now, how about this base running coming up as Kilrecki gets a nice jump, and he steals 3rd. But he got a little overambitious. Zach Smethers hits one back to the box, and Kilrecki, where's he going? That's going to teach you. But the Rattlers do like to run, and the old double steal works like a charm. Jordan Santiago going to steal home with a headfirst slide, and we are tied at 5. Let's move on. Bottom of the 5th, it was tied at 6, and Anthony Knight is going to drive this pitch into center field. Kilrecki and Santiago both come on home, and the Rattlers led by a score of 8-6, but they could not hold on as Electric City would score the final 3 runs in the ball game, and they escaped with a 9-8 victory. Also in International League play, the Rail Riders hosting the Iron Pigs in a 5-game series over the holiday weekend. Lehigh Valley and Scranton Wilkes-Barre split the first 4 games, so yesterday's game made someone's day off today a little bit more enjoyable. We'll pick it up in the bottom of the 5th. The Rail Riders were up by a score of 3-1, and TJ Rumfield singles on a ground ball to right. Everson Pereira scores, and it was a 4-1 game, but there's going to be more. Here is Brian De La Cruz, and what time is it? Yeah, tag time, home run to left, and the score now goes to 6-1. That was his 9th home run of the season, and all 10 batters would come to the plate in the inning. Now, Weston Wilson did homer for the Iron Pigs in their half of the 6th, but Rumfield making sure that that's all Lehigh Valley was going to get. Bottom of the 6th now, And Spencer Jones was bidding for a home run. It's deep, but it's going to stay in the yard. Andrew Velasquez will tag up and score on a sacrifice fly to make it 7-2. Now Rumfeld, he had a nice day with 2 RBI, and here he gets one of them as he draws the walk. Corbett Vivas will score to make it an 8-2 ball game, but the Riders were not finished. De La Cruz is going to pick up his 3rd RBI of the game with a sac fly to right. Jesus Rodriguez will come on home, and the Riders were pulling away. Now, it took a little while for Lehigh Valley to get rolling. Top of the 8th now, and Gabriel Rincones Jr. draws that bases-loaded walk to score Nick Dunn. Then you have a base hit coming up here where Cal Stevenson and Weston Wilson both going to score. Lehigh Valley down by the count of 9-5. And we go to the top of the 9th, and Peyton Henry gets a hold of this one. It's going to clear the wall in right center field for his 6th round tripper of the year. Well, that was it. Rail Riders win it 9-6. They win the series 3-2. Rail Riders in 2nd place in the East Division. The Iron Pigs with a loss have fallen to 5th. We'll come back in the next half hour and have some local basketball news for you.
All right, sounds good. Thanks, Mick. A local author's latest book is drawing the attention of the local community. Author Howard Frank is a former reporter for the Pocono Record. Frank sat through much of the 2009 trial of Michael Parrish, who was found guilty of killing his wife and baby. Frank wrote a book about his observations of Parrish during the trial and the people affected by the murders. The former reporter signed copies at C. Simpson Used Books in Broadheadsville Saturday.
Because it allows us to connect with our audience and chat a bit about the story in the book and the experience of writing it. And it gives me a great chance to understand my reader and what they're interested in.
The book is titled Chameleon, the true story of Michael John Parrish. Frank hopes the book brings attention to recognizing mental illness in young people. This is Frank's 3rd book. It's available on Amazon. Coming up in the next half hour on the BRC 13 News Hour, a lawnmower fire damages a garage and 2 homes in Slatington. Plus, bats are the new weapon against the spotted lanternfly. Our latest contest has lucky viewers making a splash in the Lehigh River, biking through the Poconos, or blasting on the paintball fields.
Here's today's Splash and Blast winner. They get 2 free tickets to their choice of biking, skirmish, or rafting at Pocono Whitewater.
Winners are announced during our live news hour every day through the end of August. Enter now on our website for your chance to win.
Welcome everyone to this edition of Whether You Know It or Not. Today we ask, the point on Earth's orbit that is nearest to the sun is called, is it A, aphelion, B, pericenter, C, perigee, or D, perihelion? We'll be right back with the answer.
Let Mint's Lawn and Spa and Jim Thorpe create the perfect look. Our experienced stylists use the latest techniques, incorporating ammonia-free hair color for healthy, beautiful hair. Just relax and let our professional staff take care of all the details. From natural looks to the latest style trends, our staff will make sure you are ready for your close-up.
At Historic Hotel Bethlehem, every guest becomes a part of our story. From warm welcomes by our amazing staff to starlit views of Main Street, it's the little moments that leave lasting impressions. Once again, Historic Hotel Bethlehem has been nominated by USA Today for Best Historic Hotel Resort in America. Let's make history again. Help us bring home another trophy. 5 stars, 5 years, forever Bethlehem, forever Lehigh Valley. Vote every day through August 4th. Vote now at votehotelb.com.
For 70 years, Hager Furniture is called Historic Palmerton Home. Come visit our showroom under our famous red awnings. We offer gallery after gallery of affordable, quality American-made furniture, bedding, flooring, indoors and out. We now offer the complete collection of Leisure Lawn's maintenance-free outdoor furniture. High-quality, modern designs crafted from recycled poly lumber, manufactured right here in Pennsylvania. Eastern PA's complete home furnishers, Hager Furniture Company, in historic downtown Palmerton.
Welcome back to Whether You Know It or Not. Before the break, we asked, the point on Earth's orbit that is nearest to the sun is called perihelion. This term is derived from the Greek words peri, which means around, and helios, which means the sun.
An unlikely predator is helping fight a destructive pest. The BRC 13 News Hour continues. I'm Marie Johns. Now is when spotted lanternflies begin to hatch. The invasive species can cause significant damage to the environment by feeding off of plants and trees. A surprising new ally is helping fight off these pests. News 13's Kendall Thomas joins us live in studio with more. Kendall.
That's right, Marie. Through a recent study, researchers at Rutgers University discovered that brown bats are actually eating spotted lanternflies. They believe these predators could play a massive role in getting rid of these pests.
Year after year in late spring to midsummer, we see the emergence of spotted lanternflies. And every year, the message is the same: stop this invasive species.
Spotted lanternflies are a nuisance for most people. For the grape industry, it is an absolute threat. Unchecked feeding on grapevines can kill grapevines within just a couple of years.
Spotted lanternflies are known as hitchhikers, and experts at Penn State Extension are encouraging, if you see these insects, to get rid of them.
The reason that we want people to try and get rid of them is because we don't want to accidentally transport them to where they're not yet existing.
Many have wondered how to combat the number of lanternflies each year. We may have the solution to the problem in our environment.
Really excited to see there's a study that came out of Rutgers University that has found spotted lanternfly DNA in bat droppings. So we know they found 2 species of bats that will prey on lanternflies.
The main species which we have in our region is called the big brown bat.
They eat native insects that are very similar to the spotted lanternflies. So this isn't something that surprises people who look at the bat diets. Big brown bats are pretty much opportunistic feeders, and so if there are a lot of spotted lanternflies in an area, then that could be a good portion of their diet.
At this point, the lanternflies are still in the nymph stage and have yet to reach full adulthood. Gallagher says if these bats target more adults during lanternfly season, it could go a long way to reducing the number.
When predators feed on the adults of an invasive population like this, that actually can do the most damage to that invasive population. So they're not only eating the spotted lanternflies, but they're eating them at a stage of the life cycle that is quite beneficial to us.
Horticulture educator Brian Walsh encourages everyone that sees a large number of these insects to report them by calling Penn State Extension's hotline. Reporting live in studio for News 13, I'm Kendall Thomas. Marie, back to you.
All right, thank you, Kendall. Pharmacy chain Rite Aid announces they'll be closing another Carbon County location. The store on West Birch Street in Lansford will be shutting its doors. It's not the only one slated for closing. The Rite Aids in Ashland and Northampton will be closing as well. In total, 40 locations have ceased to exist since the company filed bankruptcy. Other stores axed recently include locations in Broadheadsville, Palmerton, Lehighton, Tamaqua, and Walnut Port. An Albrightsville woman is facing charges for endangering the welfare of a child. Police were called to Stony Brook Drive in Kidder Township for a report of a young girl walking down the street bleeding from her wrist. The victim, who lives with her grandmother, told authorities she broke one of the house rules. She says her grandmother was highly intoxicated and they got into a fight, which ended in the child intentionally cutting her own wrist. The grandmother, 58-year-old Tina Kozak, is facing charges including causing or aiding suicide and endangering the welfare of a child. A Carbon County man is sentenced up to 10 years in prison for drug trafficking. Officials say 44-year-old Jason Mika of Lansford was arrested after a 7-month investigation. He pled guilty to charges of possession with intent to distribute meth and marijuana. Police found the drugs, packaging materials, over $22,000 in cash, and several firearms during a raid of his home in November of 2024. Well, our weather appears to have flipped from the sunny and dry holiday weekend to a more unsettled pattern. Meteorologist Lori LaMonica is in with our first look at the local forecast. Hi, Lori.
Hey there, Marie. That's right. It really did flip. We had a beautiful holiday weekend with lots of sunshine and warm temperatures, and now we're in an unsettled air mass, and we're going to be in this air mass for the entire week, where we're going to hold the chance for a shower or thunderstorm almost every day this week. We have seen some spotty shower activity throughout the day today. We still could see some showers and thunderstorms move in this evening into tonight due to a cold front that's going to be approaching the region. I'll have all the details and your full forecast coming up.
All right, thanks, Lori. A garage and 2 homes are damaged by flames in Slatington. Crews were called to a fire on Main Street just before 11 this morning. Sources on the scene say a resident was working on a lawnmower in his garage when it ignited. He tried moving it out, but the flames caught 2 nearby homes on fire. The garage was destroyed and both homes sustained significant damage. A postal worker was treated for smoke inhalation, and a Walnutport firefighter was treated for exhaustion after cutting holes in the roof for ventilation. Route 443 in West Penn Township was briefly closed after a car crash over the weekend. It happened Friday afternoon near the village of Clamtown. Sources on the scene say a driver was traveling east in a pickup truck when a tractor trailer pulled out into its path. The driver of the pickup swerved to avoid a collision, but still struck the trailer of the rig. No injuries were reported. Pennsylvania's Department of Conservation and Natural Resources is working to regrow trees on the Bear Mountain in Jim Thorpe. More than 500 acres burned in wildfires this past April. One way the DCNR is helping is through the Keystone Tree Fund, allowing trees to be planted in the devastated area. Last year, they invested $10.5 million in grants for tree planting and lawn-to-habitat conversions, helping both Pennsylvania's natural and urban forests. The Carbon County Animal Shelter is bringing back its popular yard sale. News 13's Rachel LaCroix tells us it's one of the shelter's biggest fundraisers all year long.
When the pandemic hit, it knocked out the shelter yard sale. Last year was the first time they were able to bring it back, and they felt the impact immediately.
Last year it helped us raise some money for new kennel doors, so it's a good fundraiser for us, and it's always a great time meeting everybody and seeing old friends.
Most of the shelter's funding comes from the county, but there's no such thing as too much when you're taking care of dogs. Additional funds will go toward getting treats for the furry friends or bigger ticket items.
All the money goes for the extra things that we need down here, so we have different projects and wish lists for the shelter itself, so a lot of this extra money will go towards that. One of them may be an outside area for the dogs to run and play. Different things like that. If the dogs need anything special or something new comes on the market that may be good for them, then we'll use that money for that.
They've collected enough donations over the past month to fill 2 storage containers.
We have everything. We have from sports equipment to children's toys and books to furniture to knickknacks, a little bit of clothes. There's a little bit of everything.
And the shelter is still accepting donations through the end of the week.
We need sellable items, items that are clean and usable and things like that. If anybody has any questions on what can be donated, they're welcome to give us a call. We'll walk them through it. We don't take electronics. We don't take big pieces of furniture. We don't take treadmills because nobody wants them. So there are some things we put limits on.
The yard sale will take place on July 19th and 20th at the animal shelter from 9 a.m. to 1 p.m. In Carbon County, Rachel LaCroix, News 13.
Coming up on the BRC 13 News Hour, a new ice cream shop is open in Lehighton. Plus, efforts continue to restore an old caboose near the DNL Trail.
Embark on a journey of luxury.
A new level of sophistication.
Where?
In the Pocono Mountains.
The Lodge at Woodlock. Elegance defined.
The Swiftwater, a new and exciting addition to the luxury collection.
The picturesque French Manor. The iconic Mount Airy Casino Resort.
The Grand Lady of the Pocono Mountains Skytop Lodge.
The Pocono Mountains Luxury Resorts Collection at PoconoMountains.com.
A cemetery memorial is an important reflection of the memories you share with your loved ones. Walters Monument is privileged to help you express that love with personalized service and our quality custom monuments. We offer on-site monument cleaning and repair and specialize in custom granite projects and brick engraving. Plan ahead with our pre-need monuments. Walters Monument, serving Carbon, Schuylkill, Luzerne, and other surrounding counties for over 30 years.
At Historic Hotel Bethlehem, every guest becomes a part of our story. From warm welcomes by our amazing staff to starlit views of Main Street, it's the little moments that leave lasting impressions. Once again, Historic Hotel Bethlehem has been nominated by USA Today for Best Historic Hotel Resort in America. Let's make history again. Help us bring home another trophy. 5 stars, 5 years, forever Bethlehem, forever Lehigh Valley. Vote every day through August 4th. Vote now at votehotelb.com.
For 70 years, Hager Furniture is called Historic Palmerton Home. Come visit our showroom under our famous red awnings. We offer gallery after gallery of affordable, quality American-made furniture, bedding, flooring, indoors and out. We now offer the complete collection of Leisure Lawn's maintenance-free outdoor furniture. High-quality, modern designs crafted from recycled poly lumber, manufactured right here in Pennsylvania. Eastern PA's complete home furnishers. Hager Furniture Company in historic downtown Palmerton.
A new local ice cream shop has popped up in a familiar spot in Lehighton. A soft opening was held for Nona's Ice Cream in the former Boulevard Drive-In on Blakesley Boulevard. The restaurant was purchased by Nino Caruso over the winter with the idea of keeping part of it as an ice cream parlor and moving his pizza shop from the Carbon Plaza Mall to the other half. Renovations are still underway for the new Pizza Como location, but Nona's will have its official grand opening July 24th from 5 to 6 p.m. A free patriotic concert paid tribute to the nation's military just before Independence Day. Thursday evening's concert at Lehighton Park gave people a chance to hear live music honoring America and those who fought for our country.
In this day and age, with all the electronic music and being able to just download at a moment's notice, it's important to know that music's still made live. So by coming out into the park, having a beautiful evening like this, and being entertained by a full group of musicians is just like nothing else.
The event was the second of 3 annual summer concerts for the Lehighton Band. The third and final concert will be August 14th. The band will play alongside the Lehighton Boys and Girls Band. A borough in Carbon County is on track to restore a piece of town history. The Lehighton Downtown Initiative Committee is still looking for donations to fund the caboose restoration project. Volunteers are also needed for work on the caboose. Since its arrival in November of 2022, the borough has slowly been taking the steps to get the cabin car looking its best.
So we would like to do it in steps. This year we would just like to get it painted so that it appears to look very nice. We like to do some landscaping around the area, you know, kind of make it like a welcome center or a little park for people to enjoy.
The project is anticipated to cost about $25,000. Well, there's a good bit of rain in the forecast this week. Lori has a look at the weather.
Marie, tomorrow looks more widespread than the other days, but we do have a very unsettled and stormy weather pattern with us this week. I'll have the details coming up.
Plus, a Slatington celebration of community, service, and freedom without the pressure of politics. And tonight on the Night Report at 10, a $5,000 grant will help Mount Pocono construct a new trail at the Knob Overlook. More tonight on the Night Report at 10 and 11.
The Flag Store offers a complete line of flags, flagpoles, and solar lights for your business or organization. The Flag Store will also help you design and manufacture your own custom flags. Custom-made business and organization flags are fast becoming your most fiscally sound advertising decision. It's a mini billboard advertising your company or organization's logo 24/7.
So call us or stop by for all your custom flag needs, and we'll see you
at the Flag Store.
For over 50 years, Northeast PA's trusted name for power sports is Blockers. The best from Kawasaki and Yamaha, from sport bikes to cruisers. Or go off-road with dirt bikes for youth and adults, sport and utility ATVs and UTVs for utility and fun, work and play. Plus, Blockers factory-trained technicians service most major brands, so the fun never stops. ATV, UTV, on-road or off. Excitement is just a click away at blockers.com.
For over 30 years, Palmerton Garage Doors has been serving the Lehigh Valley and Pocono regions, offering all your installation, repair, and maintenance needs. And as a service to the community, we're posting videos, tips, and helpful content to our Facebook page.
Like what to do when an uh-oh happens, tutorials and updates on the newest technology available at facebook.com/Palmerton Garage Door.
We love garages, we'd love to do yours at Palmerton Garage Doors.
Weather is brought to you by Keller Williams Real Estate. Buying, selling, or investing. Contact award-winning real estate agent Donette Troxel. Serving the Tri-County area.
Well, the humidity is a little thick out there today. It can make regular tasks a little tougher, right, Lori?
I feel like it makes everything a little bit more challenging, even breathing.
Yeah, like you're carrying weights around.
Exactly,
right?
even when you're inside.
Yes.
It's crazy how that does that. Carrying weights with the humidity is exactly what it does feel like. Okay, as we take a look at Monday, we kind of saw it all today. We saw a lot of humidity, and that was due to the tropical storm remnants Chantal moving into the region. We also saw some spotty shower activity through the area, thunderstorm activity as well with this system moving in. The bulk of the Chantal moisture and precipitation is staying to the south of us, but it's definitely influencing our weather. We also have a cold front that's pushing in out of the northwest. This is also influencing our weather. This is a very slow moving cold front. It's pretty much going to be impacting our weather all week long. Now tonight we could see a few showers or thunderstorms pushing in on the leading edge of this frontal boundary, but like I said, it is going to be with us all week, and tomorrow the precipitation does look to be a little bit more widespread. Taking a look at some of our temperatures throughout the area, Shenandoah is coming in at 84 degrees, 90 in Pottsville, 88 in New Ringgold, 87 in Tamaqua, 87 in Lansford, 91 in Jim Thorpe. We have 89 degrees in Palmerton, 87 in Slatington, 86 in Allentown, Bethlehem, and we're looking at 85 degrees in Easton. Our weather shot today comes from videographer Ryan Scheit. He shows us the weather from along Fairview Street in Rush Township, Schuylkill County. And right now, mostly sunny there. We've seen a nice mix of sun and clouds out there. 87 degrees, winds out of the south-southwest at 2 miles per hour. The humidity 59%, the dew point a very sticky 71 degrees. When we start to see those dew points into the 70s, it is really humid out there. The barometer 29.91, the precipitation just a little bit in the last 12 hours. We've had a lot of that spotty precipitation pushing in from Chantal moving up the coast. And then like I just said, we have this precipitation coming in from the cold front that's going to be working its way into the area. Our more northern communities of Pike and Wayne counties could see a little bit more active weather with this as it comes across the state, although a lot of it does seem to be fizzling out. Tonight, we are looking at overnight lows around 70 degrees. The humidity is still very much going to be with us, so it is going to be a sticky overnight experience, especially if you don't have air conditioning. All right, we're looking at some widespread activity tomorrow with that slow moving cold front that's going to be coming through the area. And although Chantal's going to be off the coast by then, very much going to be impacting us. We're still going to have humid conditions out there. So any of these thunderstorms that do fire up tomorrow could be a little bit on the severe side with flash flooding. We could see a little bit of hail, and we are looking at some strong gusty winds. Something to be aware of if you see one bloom in your area. The rest of the week still looking very unsettled. The chance of a shower or a thunderstorm pretty much every day as we go through, and it's going to be hot and humid throughout the week as well. Temperatures aren't going to be that high, but the humidity is going to make it feel very warm out there. Tomorrow's forecast for Packerton, Carbon County, we're looking cloudy at 6 a.m. Then the sun's going to break out. We are looking at a shower or thunderstorm pushing in around noon tomorrow. High temperature 86 degrees, and then we could see another thunderstorm later in the day around 8 p.m. associated associated with that very slow-moving frontal boundary. Your extended forecast for everybody else on Tuesday, 88 degrees, shower thunderstorm around tomorrow. 87 on Wednesday, continued chance to see a shower or thunderstorm. Wednesday looks like it might be our driest day of this stretch here. Then Thursday, more widespread activity. 82 degrees with those showers and thunderstorms around. Now Friday, can we hold out a dry day? Right now it's looking good, 81 degrees, but then more activity is going to be coming in for the weekend.
We will be ready for that.
Yes, we will.
All right, thanks, Lori.
Sure.
Well, Lehighton celebrates America's birthday with a blast. The Lehighton Downtown Initiative held its annual fireworks Friday night, but the Borough Parks and Recreation Committee encouraged people to party all day while supporting their neighbors.
Come out, support your locals. A lot of our vendors are local vendors. So we have an ice cream truck that's local to Palmerton. We have a coffee stand that's local to Lehighton. We have a couple of nonprofits that are here. Sword Tag Society is here. Lehighton Downtown Initiative is here, which is the ones putting on the fireworks.
The group is already planning events for the nation's big 250th birthday next year. Well, Mick is here with sports, and there were some coaching resignations at Marian Catholic over the holiday.
Absolutely right. It's official. The girls basketball coach, Damian Fritz, and his wife, Kristen, who was an assistant coach and who ran the cross-country program, announced their resignations. We'll have more on that. We'll also take a look at where two student athletes from Lehighton will continue their education and their athletic careers when we come back.
Our latest contest has lucky viewers making a splash in the Lehigh River, biking through the Poconos, or blasting on the paintball fields.
Here's today's Splash and Blast winner. They get 2 free tickets to their choice of biking, skirmish, or rafting at Pocono Whitewater.
Winners are announced during our live news hour every day through the end of August. Enter now on our website for your
Experience Country Inn & Suites. Get away and relax in our heated indoor pool or outside by the fire with a refreshing treat. Our spacious rooms are ready to welcome your whole family, pets included. Enjoy complimentary hot breakfast every morning and high-speed internet all the time. Our meeting rooms are the perfect place for your business conferences. Country Inn & Suites on Interchange Road in Lehighton. Relax, the rest comes easy.
The Flag Store offers a complete line of flags, flagpoles, and solar lights for your business or organization. The Flag Store will also help you design and manufacture your own custom flags. Custom-made business and organization flags are fast becoming your most fiscally sound advertising decision. It's a mini billboard advertising your company or organization's logo 24/7.
So call us or stop by for all your custom flag needs. And we'll see you at the Flag Store.
For over 50 years, Northeast PA's trusted name for power sports is Blockers. The best from Kawasaki and Yamaha, from sport bikes to cruisers. Or go off-road with dirt bikes for youth and adults, sport and utility ATVs and UTVs for utility and fun work and play. Plus, Blockers factory-trained technicians service most major brands, so the fun never stops. ATV, UTV, on-road or off. Excitement is just a click away at blockers.com.
For over 30 years, Palmerton Garage Doors has been serving the Lehigh Valley and Pocono regions, offering all your installation, repair, and maintenance needs. And as a service to the community, we're posting videos, tips, and helpful content to our Facebook page.
Like what to do when an uh-oh happens, tutorials and updates on the newest technology available at facebook.com/Palmerton Garage Door.
We love garages, we'd love to do yours at Palmerton Garage Doors.
Sports is brought to you by Hager Furniture on Delaware Avenue, Palmerton. Your local source for quality Lazy Boy recliners. Family owned, serving Eastern PA for 3 generations. Visit us at hagerfurniture.com.
Right before the holiday, there were a few coaching changes at Marian Catholic. In a published report, the school announced that the girls' basketball coach, Damian Fritz, resigned, and he will not be returning to the program next season. Also, his wife, Kristen, who was an assistant and a head cross-country coach, tendered her resignation. Now, Damian coached the Phillies basketball team for 4 seasons, and he had a record of 91-20. This past year, his team was 23-5 and was the runner-up in District 11 Class 2A. They went all the way to the state quarterfinals where they lost to the eventual state champion. Now, under Fritz, the Phillies reached the state quarterfinals the last 2 seasons. They were the district champs in the 2021-22 season in Class 1A and won the Class 2A title in the 22-23 campaign. Fritz coached his daughter, Addison, who was a Class 2A All-State third-team performer. Now, last week, Kristen posted on Facebook that she and Damien had been let go and said, and we quote, "I don't blame the school itself. I blame the Diocese of Allentown and the people that have a connection to them and use their relationship for their own personal agenda." The school said it could not comment on personnel matters. Well, we continue to showcase our local student athletes who will be taking their talents to the collegiate level this fall. And today we focus on a pair from Lehighton who will continue to take part in track and field, and both will compete in the Pennsylvania State Athletic Conference, and both will have the same major. Aiden Eckhart will continue his track career at Westchester University, where he will study physical therapy and major in kinesiology and exercise science.
So I decided to choose that because in my lifetime, I've actually broken like a lot of my bones. So I've actually went to physical therapy for all my broken bones basically. And I just liked what they do, and I actually shadowed my aunt as a nurse, so I was able to go to her hospital, and I was able to shadow people that work in her physical therapy area. I'm excited to meet new people, break new PRs that I have set now in high school, and I'm also doing cross country. My PR now, I have like an 18:55 in a 5K, so I'm hoping I don't run 5Ks in college cross country. I'm going to be running like I think 10Ks or 8Ks. I decided to choose Westchester because I just saw videos about it online, and I look like a pretty compatible campus with like things that I like, and it's very welcoming.
And Joe Roth, who finished 5th in the state in the javelin with a mark of 190 feet 7 inches, will continue to throw at East Stroudsburg University.
They have a great track program and just a great school in general. They have what I want to do, which is exercise science. It's really like what I'm interested in for the most part, and yeah, it's just what I want to do. I'm probably going to be doing the decathlon and mostly javelin. I'm a javelin thrower, so that's probably what I'll end up doing. It's a new environment for me, so it'll be exciting to make new friends and just be around other people.
And if you have the need for speed, check out Mahoning Valley Speedway. Racing includes modified street stocks, late models, and more. Go to mahoningvalley-speedway.com for the season schedule. Don't forget to bring the kids because 10 and under are admitted free. And we have a pair of tickets for any race this season. Just be the 13th caller at 610-826-9213. And good luck. Of course, we wish all the best to those people going off to college.
All right. Thanks, Mick. Well, a church in Lehigh County celebrates the nation by looking back on the past. Slatington Baptist Church hosted the Greater Northern Lehigh Chamber of Commerce's annual Heritage Day Friday. The event celebrates community, service, and freedom without the pressure of politics.
Well, it's a celebration. We have differences, but we work together and we have opportunities to make this a better world in the land of the free and the brave.
God is shaping you through your challenges. He's qualifying you for the things that you're going to attain in the future. So that's what it all boils down to. I told my story about the challenges I had throughout my life and how God was using those challenges to shape me into a better person.
The free event featured live music and a keynote speech from Tom Carson, Executive Director of Victory House, an organization that supports homeless and veteran men in the Lehigh Valley. And that's the BRC 13 News Hour. Thanks for watching. News 13 continues tonight at 10 with the Night Report on Blue Ridge Stream and cable. We'll see you then.